because we're not in the city anymore. Yeah, we're out in the country. Surprisingly, there's definitely one guy who smokes. You can smell like every time you walk past his freaking RV, but not like the other place in the city. There's like every other RV smells like weed.
Where's the mountain?
Yeah, but it's legal.
Where's your crew?
Yeah, I haven't streamed on Insight Timer either.
I know they've been messaging me.
From
You're not streaming and your crew's not streaming.
Jerry, yeah, well, since
It's
Jill's mom's
inconvenient.
there, it's just like such a pain in the butt to do anything.
Oh, to do others.
Just like organize it and like have them go out and do something else. I'm just like, I'm not gonna even try.
Oh, I could do that. There's a tiny one. Oops. Oh wait. Okay, we're on other platforms here. Welcoming Gary. Gary Smart. Oop.
Somebody sent like 90-something heart puffs right when I was looking at it on Tuesday night or whatever.
Over here. Yeah.
90 what?
97
On
like,
Tuesday?
heart puffs or something like
Yeah.
that.
It's a
Yeah.
heart puff.
It's like a cent.
A penny.
It's like 5 cents or 5. Yeah.
It's $5. Not bad.
That's why their system of like it's just random. Like
it?
the least one is a flower, and I think that's like half a cent. And that's why it's like ooh.
Yeah,
But it's hype based. It's very smart.
for sure. It's technically a digital currency.
Dude, yeah. Yeah. It is.
It's coming. Tokenized world.
Ram pa pa pam ram pa pa pam ram pa 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 pam. So I could full screen this one so we could just see us.
Oh yeah, see the audio of it.
Bam. Getting
Can't
serious.
see Charles.
But you can hear.
Yeah. Come out of the hole a little bit.
You're in the corner.
Oh, right here.
Oh yeah.
What can I do?
I feel like it's turned towards me a little bit too. Oh, I see it. Never mind.
Let's do some sound check.
It's kind of cool.
Like it. You did. It sound harmonious. Didn't sound like you were.
Yeah. It sounded good.
Enable it on Facebook. Test 1, 2. Welcome everybody. Mira, Huma, scientific, medical, psychic is here. Thank you for all the blessings. Sorry, William, Floof, Jokes, Carrie. Thank you for choosing to be here. Of course, for us, this is the viewer count, the total, the give, new followers, and the likes. How do I join this physically, not virtually?
Come to Houston.
Yeah. If you're in Houston, we do this every Sunday, and that's what we do. And of course, we are slowly finding the flow, but right now we haven't been on Insight Timer. So, of course, we have brother Sean here who plays the handpan, Tibetan bowls, and other accessory. We have sister Emily here playing the crystal singing bowls. For how long now? Maybe 2 years, you can say. 2 years. And other, everybody plays every accessory instrument here, basically. We have brother Charles on the drums and shakers, who just been with us. And I'm brother Thanettaout, focusing on the flutes and other accessory instruments. And just recently been on TikTok a lot more. And did you stream this week?
No, like I said, I haven't since she's been here.
Oh, yeah. And you have just been busy?
Yeah. But it'll be nice once we get the house back to ourselves.
Yeah.
It's good having her, but yeah. It's disruptive in terms of our general life.
A lot, recently, the energy online has been just... There's a lot more people online now because a lot of people out of school. On gaming and just... Once they're done gaming, the mind's still kind of active, so people are looking... So people are just jumping from game to game. And then at last minute, they want to feel... They want to see the world, but it's still online. So we are the world, so people just dip into TikTok Live just to see if there's anything going on. What's the tea choice tonight, Sister Emily?
We have vanilla black tea with Big Red Robe and Dragon Pearl Jasmine. So we needed
That's why it's so good.
caffeine.
It's delicious.
A lot of masculine energy tonight.
Hopefully we can tame it.
We'll see.
Masculine energy is powerful if you know how to tame it. It's like if you drink a lot of caffeine, it's like a dragon. As long as you can tame the dragon, it's powerful. But if you can't tame it, holy. But of course, to tame it is meditation, remembering our practice, and that's the beautiful part. It's all practice. It's all. I drink coffee with Dharma. What is? Do you know Gano? Don't know what that is either. I only heard of GABA. Let's see here. Any what energy have you been noticing recently in your in your hut since mother moved in? Hopefully maybe she's here.
I'm not sure. Maybe just a little more chaotic. Like I said, we haven't been able to have like our normal routine. Evie's been on the iPad a lot more, playing games and stuff like that, so she's not. I don't know. We're gonna have a. Jill and I already talked about it, but we're gonna have like a 1 month like boot camp where we like get back to
center
us and Evie, and really get her off the iPad for like a month and like detox, because she's been on it so much.
It's good training though, because she'll see.
For sure, yeah. But you can already see the negative consequences of her being on a screen for so many hours a day, and it's not healthy. And
it's not at all, especially kids.
Yeah, definitely. So it's just been a little chaotic. Been staying mostly centered myself though, and just doing my best to keep on some kind of routine.
And what did you think of our Tuesday?
I liked it. It was nice to have all of us there, and
then Joe's mom get to see us in peer action, so that is.
Yeah, I think it's good that she sees what she does.
Yeah.
Or what we do.
Yeah.
Seemed like every time we go to Unity, I feel like there's always like a handful of the same people. I mean, there's the consistent people that go every time, but then there's always I'm surprised about how many new people there are that I hadn't seen before.
Well, there was a lot of positive healing. That lady with the stroke,
for sure,
reporting healing. That's a big deal,
Thank you so much. Yeah, it seemed very. I really like that community, even though I'm not like super attached to it.
Yeah.
It just seems very natural, I guess, for us to be there, and the pyramid's amazing. So
yeah,
I'd definitely do there weekly if we were asked to, or if I was called to do so. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see once that happens, and of course it would be like optional. Like you don't, if you're
no,
tired.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, but.
Because I live the closest there, so.
I just mean that being in that pyramid every week is all I mean. Like, I'd be down for that if it's all possible.
Yeah, and again, it's indoor. There's AC. It's safe, and we could, But then again, it's more about. If the universe wants us to be there.
It doesn't. I mean, it's not really that practical for us to be there weekly, I don't think.
Yeah,
but
we love the outside, but summertime, it's fine. We just go with the flow, and
it's good practice.
How about Sister Emily? How's your energy this week been, or what have you noticed in your work?
Well, for me, it's the first of the month at work. I've had. My assistant's been on vacation. Other people have been on vacation after returning from vacation. So I think I finally got caught up with my work from being gone for a week today, after being back for a week. And today, I cannot tell you how many emails and messages I received saying we need this today. So many different reports, time cards, commission due, it's making sure my team gets paid what they're owed, and just a lot of responsibility, I guess you could say. In the past, I would have been highly stressed about the amount of my to-do list being so high and having such a short time constraint to have it completed. And it was like 3 o'clock. They're like, oh, we need this today. And it wasn't short projects. It was longer projects, But I was able to stay centered, and I was able to enjoy the process, which I definitely wouldn't have been able to do in the past, just by focusing on my breath and staying positive and knowing that I'm one person, trusting that I would get done what I needed to get done. And if I didn't, then it's really not that big of a deal what would happen if I didn't, you know. So kind of prioritizing the necessary things that really had to be completed today. And a lot of self-care this week, a lot of listening to myself and going a little bit softer on myself. I had full intentions of getting back on the gym and waking up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I did a little bit, but not every day. One out of the 5 days I did, and that's okay. You know, not being as hard on myself and really listening to myself and what I need in the moment. And I feel more responsible by taking care of myself in that manner. In the past, I would have kind of been too hard on myself or shamed myself for not doing what I told myself I was going to do. Energy at work has been overall good. I think people are excited to be on vacation or taking vacation soon. I've received about 4 different vacation requests this week, and then boss is going on vacation. So it's like the anticipation of the summertime and escapism for sure. Yeah, you know, like not being able to enjoy our moments on a daily basis, but having to get away. But I'm happy that I'm now at a place that I can enjoy. You know, I might be a little bit negative, but being able to shift that super quickly whenever I do catch myself in a not as positive mindset, and having to remind myself on a moment-to-moment basis, you know, and staying grateful, practicing a lot of gratitude, increase in meditation, back to the temple this week. So I feel myself getting back on that schedule, but knowing that I can't go from 40% with my ankle being hurt to 100 automatically, like knowing it's a process and slowly reintroducing certain things to the schedule.
And what did you feel from Tuesday night Unity sound bath?
It was good. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I really loved the community. With my grandma being there, I feel very close to it. I feel the presence of my ancestors there. Just growing up and hearing about the pyramid and then playing there is very special. And it was great feedback. You know, you can tell. I think it's great with it being in the middle of the week, because Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when the stress from the week is already beginning. So I feel like having a meditation in the middle of the week is a really great thing to be able to offer to others. And it's great for us too, because it allows us to be in a meditative space together, of course, and allows us to hear the beautiful sounds inside the pyramid. I feel like the sounds kind of reverberate off the walls a little bit differently than they do outside. It's nice to be in a half AC'd structure.
It's also a mainstream establishment that we fit in, which is really difficult. It's because when you're connecting with a space that's established already, there's like 4 or 5 generations of Unity people that have been doing the work. And for us to be able to connect with that culture is not easy, but there's more people that we can connect with and network with, so that we could help do our work, you know. That's the beauty of it. And that's why instead of starting from scratch, which we still did, grassroots, now from that grassroots we can plug those roots into any system, because this grassroots is within our own heart, which is, well, this is why you talk about we can take the vacation on a moment, day-to-day basis, when in the past we need to go to Thailand or Japan. Oh, I need to go to Cancun and have a pina colada
on the beach.
Right? Because why? Our egos don't know how to chill the F out. So, how about our brother Charles?
Hello.
How's your energy this week, brother?
My energy this week is...
we did not play yet, so don't worry, okay?
It's been very high. My energy's been very high energy. feeling very inspired, and after Flipside, getting back into sort of a schedule and a discipline, and maybe somewhat of a new direction, new vision. Definitely, there's just so much opportunity right now with technology, and there's just never been more tools available for us to like thrive. Mm-hmm. So not even just AI, but just the information that's out there. There's literally we can literally learn anything and like have any question answered. It's just it's so inspiring to me how much the opportunities that are there. So
yeah, the resources are there, but are the people happy? There's so much potential that people aren't using also, but for the people using it, it's dope.
Absolutely.
What about how did you experience Unity sound healing journey?
I'm still feeling very just appreciative of being a part of what you're offering, and people seeming to enjoy it, and even though sometimes I might fall off the beat once or twice, there's definitely a few of those, but I feel like everyone
the result
is
still
fine.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
that's what matters. The process will always get better.
Yeah.
And as long as the result is what healing, and it's genuine, it's authentic, unconditional, like it's part of the process that we fall off. Like he had a hard time with rhythm, you had a hard time with being louder, and eventually we just learn to slowly improve as long as we don't get too comfortable. And that's why we're still live streaming and being here, because we gotta do some practicing beyond just showing up and playing. And this is why it's like we get to connect with each other very well on here, and people get to observe us do that, and it's free, so it's still in alignment with everything that we're doing, which is beautiful. And this week's my Grace's and I anniversary, which is a big deal because I was very broke when we first got married, and now I have a lot more wealth than before, and I'm aware that it's just, and the master also told me it's just going to keep going on up from here. So I'm not worried about money. I just want to serve God. I just want to make sure my life is balanced, and just pay attention and make sure that the world that I'm interacting with, we're all moving. We're all increasing our happiness, and so is my own. And energy-wise, God, the universe has been telling me to get on live stream more. And so it's 3 days in a row where I went to the Amazon Center, and it was bad weather, so I went home and live stream. I went a second time. The bad weather made me live stream. It's almost like the universe telling me get on live stream, and because I don't want to give my principle is I'm not online for money, but it makes money.
But it could lead,
it could lead
to that.
And it's a sign, like, because right now my vision, do double deliveries, and with the time that I have left, live stream. But it's like the sign telling me, look, just deliver one time and live stream the rest, because I still need to deliver, because something feels right. It's grounded. It's solid, because I don't know what will happen on live stream, but recently it's been amazing, and that's why we're on right now. And so and of course our performance has been amazing. Everywhere we go, we are doing dope work, and that's why Sister Jill got the chime. That's why I'm trying to see what thing that we need, and right now, like, there's something new that wants to enter, And a drum is coming. I bought a used drum on Mercari for $40, and it's one that sits here and you can just whack it. So we could have it right here, and anybody could just ding ding, because we don't have to hold it. It's worn but still used, and so the whole goal is keep mastering this art form of service. So we're good at serving this, but don't get comfortable, and that's what is beautiful. It's just, and that we have ways to keep our life going, and the vision of us going on a road is still strong, and the vision of us like just going on the road and doing what we do is still there. I'm not sure, I don't know how we're gonna get there, but it's almost like that's where we're going, where it's possible for us to stop, to just go when it's convenient in divine timing. I see us maybe going to Burning Man and doing these things, but from the heart, and I don't really know where it will be, but we enjoy serving in chaotic environments because we get so much from it. Because why? The stillness that you get in a chaotic world, it makes you super still, and you just learn from people's karma crossing the stillness. It's almost like when you're the lighthouse and people need you, they send their energy. And so we as a group become a lighthouse in these chaotic environments like Burning Man and different festivals. And we learn rapidly because we're helping so many people. And so our light becomes brighter. As as you help others light their way, so does your way become brighter too. And imagine us as a group. As we go into these spaces where people need grounding, our grounding also deepens. Which is why it's great to hear that at your job, you're surfing through the chaotic waters with grace. So, okay, now it's time to shut up. And again, thank you for being here. Shushi, Brian, thank you for all your blessings. And I think eventually when you are ready to be on TikTok, we'll just let people know your handle, I guess you can call it that.
Yeah, I just need to put more stuff on TikTok.
You are on TikTok, right?
I'm on TikTok, but
Emily,
I think I only have 2 videos up.
So what do you know? What is okay,
It's
when
my
you're
name.
Emily Richardson.
And I think it's 88 after.
Emily,
there might be an underscore. I don't know.
Yeah. So when we're ready, then the whole goal, because eventually you could just click live and.
Yeah, I extremely dislike that I have to remember to do it, and it's so arduous because you have to do it manually each time. There's no repeat button or something like that on Insight Timer.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking for, I think, a new
Really
container.
bothers me, but
yeah. So whenever you're ready and you have it ready, it doesn't have to be with what you got. You could just say, hey, this is him. You play it live, and it's beautiful because people who resonate with your energy will naturally find you, and then when we're together, then they can still it's some people resonate with crystal bowls, with drum,
for sure,
and
that makes sense.
speaking to the choir. So are there mods here? You wanna be a mod, chica D? Chica dee dee dee. Wait, I think okay. Boom. Moderator.
Easy.
We're on Twitch and TikTok.
We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, but right now nobody on.
And TikTok, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get some more water.
Right.
Oop.
I can run grab it.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's probably hot. Will you grab also a container of the Dragon Pearl Jasmine, please?
Mhm.
And white tea, one of the Ceylon Vintage white.
Vibration on high frequency is good. Alright, so yeah. And we're just gonna relax, chill. Usually we talk at the end, but because today it was felt different, I was I wanna still engage and get our flavor out there, who are we, and because people show up and we should connect with them versus before. So now we will, once he gets the tea, then we'll begin the journey.
Rich string on my bowl.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. Your Instagram handle has your old username, Cosmic Unwind. On Twitch, okay. And shout out to Darko. Alright, now we're just gonna go into musical mode. Oh, is this is let's see this one.
Oh, thank you.
It wasn't warm.
Huh?
The water wasn't warm.
Oh, it wasn't?
So it's heating up right now.
Okay. More tea.
bhagavate raja zamugadazo Diyada bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate raja zamugadazo Adiyada bhagavate ma bhagavate raja zamugadazo Nani bame mani bame mani mani bame Nani bame mani bame mani bame mani bame
sectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. So be the change and meditate, spreading love. Be in the now, get out of your head, get out of your mind, and just smile and just love. Be the change, meditate, spreading love.
Welcoming everybody. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly out. Welcoming who's a Sakura. What did you feel today? We got, who's that? Muso, Ray, Lizzie. Peaceful energy. A lot of people out of town. Leaving the people who need to meditate here. And we're meditating, so that means we're winning. Sister Emily, what did you feel today from today? What did you feel from the sound bath?
I felt peace, but it was also kind of different. Yeah, I was like, it's a different energy. Not in a good way, not in a bad way, just very, like, neutral.
Flow is different.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are integrating with Brother Charles. Because it takes time to find, like, get familiar with the flow. That's what it is too. And you also have less bowls today. Mm-hmm. Usually you have 30 bowls out.
Yeah, and I've been enjoying playing these bowls and getting, I guess, more acquainted with them. So experimenting with the different sounds that they can make together, not including my OG sets. Yeah, and less is more sometimes.
Saves a lot of energy from setting up too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sakura says, I love your music. Winning. Lash Wishmaker says, it felt great for me. Lots of movement. Brian says, beautiful tonight. Brother Sean, what did you feel today?
Yeah, I would agree with that sentiment that it was definitely a different flow. Just it felt more musical for me, I guess, because I don't know, I'm on a musical instrument, so like getting into that flow and that rhythm, it does feel good, especially when I drop in and like I forget where I'm at for a second. I'm just like going with the flow, you know, and just really. I'm liking that I'm not having to think about playing like nearly as much because unfortunately. I do like playing from my heart. Like, I mean, I love playing from my heart. Like all these instruments, I can play naturally without thinking, for the most part. Mm-hmm. But this like requires some sort of thought because I have to like remember the pattern and be like, okay, this next, that next.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. But as I become more proficient on it, being just able to do a lot more without thinking, a lot more from the heart,
and more variety.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because it does get tedious sometimes playing the same beat if I don't know how to like switch it up in the moment. But being able to play from the heart, I can switch it in the moment because I don't have to think about like what I'm going to do. I don't have to think about messing it up, I suppose.
Which is why it takes time to like, because it's not making sound from any instrument just requires you taking some action, but to create something with feeling and variety, that's a lot of practicing and time, right?
Yeah. And no, it felt good. It felt like it's progressing, I suppose. Like we're progressing as a group together, feeling it out more.
You guys, somebody, Ben Karma says, could you send my friend Yannick some positive vibes for his prostata? He got an infection for about 3 months. This is no joke.
No.
We definitely can send some positive energy.
Come here. Sit.
And through us feeling peace and calm,
Stay.
Our friends and family are also feeling it too. That's how we send prayer, is through having the love in our heart. Sometimes we want to send prayer, but we're not happy with our life. And so from our happiness, we share with our brother Yannick, who has
down.
prostate,
Lay down.
right?
No, sit.
Prostate cancer,
Prostata,
infection,
yeah.
yeah. Prostate infection. So we
Sit.
see him
Sit.
healing and seeing him see the lesson in why he's going through what he's going through. Like Brother John lost his, what is it? Your
Appendix?
appendix, or we go through different things for a certain reason, and hope he's not in too much pain after he heals, because some people need to there's, it could be worse. But if you wake up today, you're good. But we want to wake up with quality, so we hope that our brother Yannick feels that. How about Brother Charles? What did you feel from today's vibes?
I felt moments of like a lot of
Welcome, Carter.
harmony in moments, extended moments, and it's still still figuring things out, and got a new thing.
Quite
That was
delicate.
fun.
It took me a second because I thought he was playing it at first. And I'm like, oh no, he's doing it too.
Yeah.
Because I was like following that beat more than I was
Yeah.
the drum. So it makes it easier to hear like something that's sharper for me sometimes.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to
Yin yang.
practice that, because it's
You're
subtle.
doing
subtle.
the chicken wing on it, right? Like
Something like that. Yeah.
It sounded, yeah, it worked for me. I like it.
Cool.
good workout, really. He's working out. Today was very light energy, for me at least. Fast. I felt, when we play together and we're connected, it doesn't feel very long. And it's more about connecting the energy, like feeling each other's presence and enjoying it. We can be connected and completely trying too hard, but we're getting to a point where we're not trying so hard because it's more from the heart, but it takes time to play from the heart, because as we slow down and feel, we're not in a rush to play. We feel what we're doing, and when it becomes noisy, we know when to stop. And I think that's really important in what we're doing, because sound healing can easily become noisy. It's so delicate, because why? It's your energy. And I'm just grateful we know when it gets noisy, we can detect it right away, or at least we'll look at you. We're like, because we're not here to BS with each other that you're doing a great job. All right, that's called participation trophy. If you're doing something that's noisy, you should know. But because the more that we feel heart together, the more we can detect it. But before we can play from the heart, sometimes it can be noisy, and that's okay, right? It's part of the process. And in our life, many things can be noisy, not from the heart. Our work environment can easily be noisy because we make it that way. When I'm doing Amazon deliveries, I can easily be in a noisy mentality, but we can change that too, right? So I think we should share how we turn that noise and make it feel more connected. How about Brother Sean? As you day trade and you're online a lot, you watching screens all day, which can be noisy for the mind. How do you stay grounded in your noisy computer screens?
it literally takes like focused energy sometimes to be like, okay, lower your shoulders. Like throughout my day, I'm just like checking my posture, my shoulders a lot of the time, where it's like if I'm nervous, you know, like doing something, because trading is emotionally exhausting at times. Just checking my posture, checking my breathing, and then if I feel like it's off, you know, actively lowering them and just doing, if it's just a 5 to
And that's the main
15-second meditation where I'll just close my eyes, breathe,
Yeah.
focus on the now, remind myself of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and then, going back to work. Sometimes I need longer ones where I'll sit, you know, and I'll actually put on some music or a meditation, guided meditation, quick, you know, like 5-minute one if I need it. I've created my own guided meditations for trading specifically to remind myself of some certain things. So those would be my main things. Also, sometimes I do push-ups if I'm like, you know, feeling anxious or something like that. I just need to get some energy out, like dispel some of that energy with some actual physical work. But for the most part, it's refocusing the mind on the breath, the now, the present, goals, and
For you, as long as you work out, you don't need as much of that because you're already doing it natural, like in your discipline.
correct, yeah. I mean, it still helps every once in a while just to do, you know, 10 push-ups or whatever real quick.
Yeah.
to
Thank
dispel
you,
some of
Brother
that.
Genre, for your blessing. We got Alternative Approach Coaching says, that was amazing. I was listening while in my hammock watching the sun go down. Dope.
That's pretty cool.
You know, glad we can be part of your chilling. Sakura says, you guys did amazing. Working together, it's beautiful. And we've been playing together for about 2 years, and Brother Charles joined us, and it's been great because the drumming makes it more complete, right? It's more like I don't have to think about the drumming as much, but of course it's more about the harmony. Do we feel connected? And how about Sister Emily? You are in a corporate office leading your team that may be very noisy and lots of clients or whatever come into your office, which can be noisy on many days. How do you practice keeping that noisy environment and interaction grounded?
Yeah, so I have a team. I have residents. We have 332 units that we're filling up. So throughout the day, you never know who's going to walk through the door. You never know what emails you're going to receive, when your client's going to stop by for a surprise visit, when your client's going to call you with a lot of questions, and you kind of have to be patient and walk them through certain things. So you never know what the day's going to hold. And I think that's the beauty of what I do, because I enjoy being around people, but knowing how to respond in certain situations. You know, it's I used to use my brain a lot and get highly emotional about certain things that people would say, or because it's highly stressful, you know, working in residential property management, because we deal so closely with people's homes, which is very intimate. It can be a very intimate job as well. And you get to know people and get to know their stories and get to be connected. And sometimes it can be kind of sad, you know, seeing what certain people go through their hardships, through families. So for me, it's sitting straight throughout the day, being very mindful of my body, of being in my center, because I can get very analytical and I need focus at certain times to do certain reports. But at the same time, there could be somebody standing outside of my window needing to talk to me, whether it be one of my employees, one of my residents, you know, prospects that are waiting for people. So it's being aware in every moment. And in order to be aware and to respond rather than react, it's important to stay centered within ourselves And I can use my mind while being analytical with reports, but then I have to shift it really quickly and be more heart-based whenever I have somebody walk in. Because I used to be very annoyed when I would be focusing on a report that had a deadline, and then I had somebody staring at me like, hey, like wanting to talk to me, and I open my door because I'm in a fishbowl, so refocusing my energy and remaining centered, because anybody that could walk through the door at any moment, it could be, an angel, a god, because you don't know what they're coming to you for, so coming from a heart center while speaking with somebody, having that empathy and having that kindness and shifting it really quickly.
So remember, folks, this is the teaching right now. So Brother Sean and Emily started off with posture. Posture is so important in being present. It's why when we're all like mostly, right, we have a good posture for a reason. That's why we're not like slouching and just not, because it allows us, it's like alertness.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you can be in more of awareness and alertness, you can control your emotions, and you can see, oh, my mind wants to react, but your heart goes, be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Be a compassionate person. I know you're annoyed. You're doing this annoying thing for the company, but you also have to be compassionate for God, for your brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I think, could you go deeper on why keeping your posture like that allows you to switch between mind, body, and what you see? Like, why is posture so important?
Well, for our practice that we do, having that center, and I practice a crystal orb pretty heavily within my solar plexus because that gets me to my center throughout the day. But also, whenever we have straight posture, our energy centers are more aligned, and also our energy flows better, because if we're hunched over, the energy is not flowing throughout our body throughout the day. And we're also not alert whenever you're slouching and just like hands over, you're not alert throughout the day. So whenever we have a straight posture and we breathe in that breath, that fresh prana, that life force, we're able to circulate it throughout our body better. So our organs are getting air throughout the day. All of our chakras are aligned, and we're getting energy throughout the day. Because if we're slouched over and we're not aware of our breath, we're not aware of that energy going into our body, then we get super tired. I used to need like an energy drink or coffee halfway throughout the day. But whenever we are breathing that fresh air, that's giving our body that energy, the natural energy that it needs. So we're not too highly caffeinated. We can use the caffeine if we need it, but not over caffeinating to where we're just scatterbrained and all over the place as well. Like we can be more of that pure energy if we're able to, and taking our vitamins and just taking care of our body and knowing when to use our brain versus being more heart-based and compassionate. Because if we are in a job, or if we're in a place where we're dealing with people, think of how many people's lives you can change just by like a simple smile or a kind word, or helping them to alleviate that stress and that pressure that they might feel. If we're able to do that with one person, whoever is brought to us in that day, then they can go out and be less stressed and make a world a better place as well. And it's kind of like a domino effect to be a part of.
Kindness, right?
Simple
is so
kindness.
Powerful, and sometimes they don't feel it, but when one person does it, it could prevent so many crazy things happening in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And how about our brother Charles? You also work from home mostly, right? Or completely. And you're in front of the computer also. How you can easily be in your head because you're just with yourself and the screen often, and other people in front of screens too who don't practice meditation. How do you keep your peace or practice, or what's your discipline?
I try to make. I try to honestly. I give myself comfort. Like my chair allows me to be focused and alert, but still body relaxed. Like the chair alone costs, hundreds of dollars. It's dumb. Everything's so expensive these days.
You invest in it, basically.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
Because I have to be on point. Like if I mess up, 'cause I'm in IT, so if I mess up because I'm trying to go fast, if I'm impatient, or if I'm not paying attention,
Yeah, they go back anyways.
then if I mess up, then someone's business shuts down
Yeah.
completely. All their work, all their employees, how if you think about how much they're paying their employees per hour, so that if I mess up, I'm costing a company thousands, tens of thousands, or more an hour. So I have to give myself the right environment, so that I can do my job. And actually I have to always be learning so that I know what information is signal and what is noise, that I don't have to pay attention to that. Oh, I need to pay attention to this. So I try to set myself up for success. Sometimes that means I have to go back and learn more.
Oh.
Sometimes, and so it's an art for
So
sure.
your way of keeping your peace is heavy preparation.
Absolutely.
Because you're working in an information space that needs you to have the knowledge to prevent things.
100%.
And if you're not preventing it, you're eventually having to fix it later.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be the one that has to fix it. So.
And which means, and so you still have to. So it's a lot of mind power that you're using, and you're investing in a quality chair so that you can be centered and comfortable, so you can focus here.
Exactly.
And so your biggest investment is preparation, which is a plan. It's like it's being. Would you say you're choosing to over prepare yourself, which is just simply, how far do you go into your preparation to make sure your job is in a good flow?
That's a good question. Because technology, there's always more to learn. Some days, some years, some months, as much as I can. All my free time is spent in learning these new technologies that are coming out. Everything is changing so quickly. And sometimes I get to just sort of coast.
Yeah.
But every week there's something new that I haven't seen before. And so it's like, okay, ChatGPT, what's up with this? Google search, what's up with this? Reddit, what are the experts doing? I try not to reinvent the wheel as much as possible. I try to find the answers from people who have already experienced those similar situations. That way I don't have to spend a bunch of time and energy trying to figure it out from scratch. So.
But sometimes you have to look from scratch, would you say, or rarely?
Sometimes. Actually, most of the time, 80% of the time, 90% of the time, someone's already figured it out. So sometimes it's just about combining the pieces.
And what is the most stressful part of your job? Just realizing that if you mess up, the company could lose a ton of money, and it's your responsibility.
That used to be, especially when I wasn't sober. The emotional, the fear, I wasn't able to regulate that.
Yeah.
But now that I'm sober, the most stressful part is when someone on my team doesn't take initiative and try to figure out a problem, and they come to me when it's something I think that they should be able to figure it out, but they choose to sort of, I don't know if it's laziness, I don't want to be judgmental, but it's probably fear on their part. Maybe it's a little fear, maybe they're stressed, maybe they have too much on their plate, And so that's probably the most stressful part about my job is sometimes my team, I think they rely on me a little too much.
Leadership.
Yeah.
Many people are not willing to be excellent without a leader, which is normal as hell. Because why? Because some people are just there for the money, and some people are actually there to do the best that they can.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm with you guys, because if y'all were not excellent, I wouldn't even teach you. Because I would y'all wouldn't even show up, right? But when there's money to be made, people show up and they almost drag themselves to work sometimes. Oh God, we all have had coworkers who are there high as hell, or who are at work completely hungover from last night. When they're there, they're always looking to sneak on their phone. You know those people? They're at work, but they know they're not supposed to be on their phone, but the whole time they're looking to sneak time on Facebook, Instagram, or hang out in the restrooms.
Know people. That's what I used to do when I was in the military. That was me in the military.
That was him.
Purely defined me.
And so it's why we're able to do great things, because in what we're doing in our work, we're with excellent people here, right? And when we're serving humanity, if we don't have excellence, we go through an emotional roller coaster. This event's not successful. Or what? And to figure out why events are not successful, it's painful, because why? It meant something was not excellent about what you're doing. Why did people not have a miracle? Why did people not feel healing? So for me, in my daily life, it's absolutely about posture and consistency, and doing it on difficult days. Even though my body may be aching and painful, we gonna sit like this no matter what. But I'm gonna be more solid, because if I move around too much, it's gonna be more painful, right? And it's about remembering the basics. That's why I'm always remember the orb. If we just remember the basics and master the basics, they say the same thing in basketball, the fundamentals. I think it's in every, right, in trading, in leadership, in IT, the fundamental. Remember that damn restart. There's so many foundations to what we're doing, and the foundation to that discipline is remembering that practice of being with your breath, back straight. Remember to breathe slowly, deeply, and watch your mind, watch your thoughts. Because if you don't watch it, you start to think, I'm sad, I'm freaking out. No, your mind's freaking out. Your mind's sad. And when we practice these things, we have to get tested. We have to get tested many times with fighting with our coworkers, putting the wrong fuel in our car, disagreeing with our wife, or like today I was talking to our brother Michael, who slept with his best friend and caused disharmony in his friendship. Because why? We're learning to do the right thing, but sometimes we do the wrong thing that causes a disharmony in our life. Like Brother Charles choosing to quit the Jamaican herb so that you can, because if you, like you said, the Jamaican herb made you not think clear, or the way you regulate your body is different.
Fear and stress, it would just build and build. I'm always in a new unknown new technologies. I have to, and a lot of pressure, and the stress and the fear would build and build and build, and I wasn't able to clear. And so every day I would wake up scared. I would wake up panicked, and it would just build every day until something that now would probably just be a minor something minor, I would freak out. And it was just, it's very interesting the way that because we have that chemical inside us, but it's more in balance, and it has a role. And so when you're taking in these substances, it disrupts your body's natural ability to regulate itself. And so just like alcohol, people think that drinking, alcohol will relax them, but over time that it stops to work. It actually starts to cause you more stress. And so it's the same with a lot of substances like that. So now I don't get that panic feeling anymore, and I'm able to actually take on the challenge. I look at it as an opportunity instead of like something to be afraid of now.
When I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory, I think the second year, it was the year that I partake in the most toking of the Jamaican herb. And I had a lot of nightmares about being at work because I was very sheltered in Thai culture, that I was not used to like having coworkers that complain all the time about random stuff and guests who were like needy, extremely needy. And so I had a lot of nightmares about like being at work and just messing up at work.
Yeah.
And a lot of it had to do with partaking in so much dro. Because I was sleeping completely high, very high, and I woke up that way too.
Changes your sleep for sure.
And so my sleep, I had more like worries, and then of course when you don't sleep very well. You sleep terrible.
It's actually, it doesn't allow you to go into like full REM.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Something to do with that, but yeah.
And then so I would wake up feeling like I'm still in that dream, and I still have to go to work. And of course at that time my bags under my eyes were heavy. Why? Because I was still high and woke up from a nightmare, and also didn't sleep very deeply, and also didn't sleep very long, and I had to go to an environment that I didn't want to work at, but it made money, which is called hell at that point. Right. Let's see, let's read some comments here. Thank you. Let's read some comments. Chi-Bone says, posture throughout the day for the chakra alignment, not just during meditation or grounding work. Absolutely. And of course, relax. But if you need to be alert, having good posture allows you to, because why? It's easier to move and do things because you're not too damn comfortable. Let's see here. They call it wine and spirits for a reason, okay? Because alcohol lowers your frequency so much that entities can easily go through in your aura. I don't know about that, okay? But that's
what they say.
That's what Liz Marion says. I mean, when you're under any substance, you're more disconnected from the moment. The spirit is in the moment, but when you take these quote spirits, it disconnects you. I think one or two you can still be present, but the moment
if you abuse it, it definitely does, which
yeah,
the vast majority of people abuse the substance.
Especially when we're stressed, because we live in a culture that decides when we just broke up with our girlfriend or boyfriend, we're gonna go out with the boys. How have you dealt with stress in the past compared to now, Brother Sean?
Substance.
Substance.
A lot of substance. The Jamaican herb.
Get the mic a little closer.
Yeah, sorry. A lot of substance. Video games. Disconnection from reality. Anything to take my mind off the problems or the emotional suffering and not dealing with it. I found it very odd that when smoking, it doesn't allow you to like regulate your emotions, like Charles said. Like, you don't even think about it. when you're doing it, but then when you're done, like you quit for a little while, you're like, oh my gosh, I can actually like process these emotions instead of just masking them or covering them up.
If you abuse it,
Yeah, of course.
and that's most people.
Yeah, for extreme users of said substance, which I was. Another thing that was really odd is that when I was coming off, I couldn't regulate my body's temperature. Like my body temperature would like go like fluctuate like crazy,
Yeah.
especially trying to sleep and stuff. Like I'd just wake up sweating and then I'd be cold and then wake up sweating. Like there are physical withdrawal symptoms that you do go through when you are such a heavy user. A lot of people don't talk about that. Obviously, it's not life-threatening. It's just a minor inconvenience for a few days. But they are real, and the emotional one was probably the hardest thing for sure. And it is odd that you just you cover it up. You don't think about it because it's covered up, so you don't have to think about it. But then at a certain point, it blows up if you don't end up using the substance for a little while, and then you need it again, and then it's just a vicious cycle. And that's how I used to deal with it for sure.
Jamaican herb all the way.
All day, every day. Wake and bake.
420 for life.
Not anymore. It's been almost a year, going on 10 months,
Nice.
which is a incredible feat for myself, a 22-year user with only months of breaks in between. I was in the
Forced.
military.
It was forced.
In the military, even though I'd still have dreams, like at least monthly. I'd have at least one dream where I'd be like wanting to smoke or consume, which is, but yeah. So it's been nice. It's been amazing. It's not been easy, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful.
Well, beautiful. Yeah, Patrick says being disconnected isn't always bad for me in moderation. Depends what you mean by being disconnected, because it could lead to like being disconnected when your life's good is fine, but it's like when your life's difficult and then you're like, let me do a little bit more disconnection than usual, and you could easily spiral back down.
Even so, like, what are you disconnecting from?
Yeah, what are you disconnecting from?
The moment, because it's all there is to disconnect from, right? If something bad that's happening to you, it's just in the moment. It's happening now. It can be painful, but
And-
learning from that, and like what the lesson is part of life.
And your main thing now is staying disciplined, like the way you deal with stress now?
For sure, meditation and exercise. Like again, those are my two pillars.
And it's very, like, the solutions are very boring, and that's why you need to find your passion for it.
They're super simple, for sure. In terms of like, it does get a little repetitive, but I mean, not really. It feels good. Like I know that it's gonna suck in the moment sometimes. Speaking about physically working out, like running in the heat, like it does. It's not enjoyable sometimes, but at the end of it, I'm like, oh, that felt so good. You know what I mean? And then like, just gonna go sit in the air conditioning if it's been hot, and it feels just like amazing. 'Cause it's almost the run itself. I love running. It is a meditative practice, right? I will actually count breaths to 10 while running, breathing in, breathing out, one, breathing in, breathing out, two, like while I'm running, and then like watching my pacing.
Which is a meditative
really
practice.
focusing on my posture while I'm running as well, because it's trying to be as efficient as possible, and it's just good for you. So I mean, it's just another meditative practice, just an active one. But yeah, those are definitely the two ways in which I deal with stress.
How about Sister Emily? How did you used to deal with stress back in the days before you found Love Your Damn Self and meditation and grounding yourself?
Alcohol, clubs, bars, happy hour, brunch, dancing with the girls, going to the gay clubs with my friends, substance, EDM concerts.
You sound like you're fun.
Sounds pretty lit.
You're saying I'm not fun anymore?
Dang, that sounds lit. So why is that not lit anymore, girl?
It was fun when I did it, right? Like, it's fun when you're in the moment and on substance and you're escaping. But the next day, you feel like crap.
Oh, God.
Don't talk about that.
And then sometimes while you go through it, when you almost die,
Oh, God.
it's
Don't
not
talk about
fun.
that. Shh.
And then you wake up the next morning and your friends think you're crazy about your near-death experience. Yeah.
Gosh.
I went through so many, like we all did, right? We went through so many different substances, looking to escape, searching for something, searching for happiness, searching for love, searching for fun, searching for joy. And then to find out that wasn't where it was at, just feeling like crap, having so many bad things happen whenever I did it. I'm like, well, maybe this isn't what I should be doing. Maybe I should try meditation, try something a little bit healthier. And it's a journey,
Did getting married change your like party face thingy?
I think it depends on who you marry, because the
sure.
person that I married, he was crazier than I was with
Dang.
substance. And
Okay.
I think it changed my perspective of not wanting to do substance as much by marrying him, because I was able to see firsthand how toxic it could
The
be.
details. Yeah.
For sure.
How toxic it could be whenever you do rely on substance so much, and you get to see a lot of the dark side of it.
And how do you deal with it now?
I focus on my breath. I meditate. I go outside. I pay attention and feel the wind, the birds, the energy around me. I get myself back in the present moment if I get stressed and in my head. And sometimes whenever we're triggered, we might want to go back to that substance sometimes.
Well, is it really that, because people need to, is it really that simple to just be back in the present moment? Because, as a beginner, some people don't realize, yes, damn it, it's that simple, but you ain't even doing that. So can you check, is it really that simple to just be with your breath and in the moment go out?
No, it took me a long time. It really did.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to understand why people meditated, understand why people go outside, because we have to find what works for us to get back in the present moment. Sean, working out, me, getting outside, going in nature, listening to my environment around me gets me back into nature, being centered within myself, doing yoga, going to the gym. We have to pay attention to how our energy is and what we need at that time. Are we a little bit more masculine? Do we need to be more soft with ourselves? Are we being too gentle on ourselves and need to wake our body up a little bit more, wake our energy up? So finding that balance and harmony within ourselves brings balance and harmony to our environment.
And what I'm hearing is that I think we need to be honest with you. Have to learn to be obsessed with improving yourself, because it makes you pay attention to your damn life, because you actually give a crap about your damn life. Many people want to improve their life, but they don't pay attention, they don't care, and they don't do. And then they expect their life to be better. Your life ain't gonna change on its own.
I think another thing that it takes is an extreme suffering event. Maybe not super extreme, but enough to where I needed, to heal myself physically. You had a near-death experience. It sounds like you had a near-death experience, a lot of traumatic events as well. And it really does help to want you to be better, push you to need something more than just.
I had 2 near-death experiences. Hang out in a trap house with the worst people who were just there to milk me like a cash cow for a $10 candy pill, And but of course that was needed for us to be here. How about Brother Charles? How were you before? And how did you deal with stress before? Here we go.
Yeah.
It's coming out today.
Same, that wacky tobacco.
Jamaican herb,
The devil's lettuce.
Ja.
My things definitely escapism. So video games, pornography, scrolling on Facebook or Reddit. I was just totally into. I was a child of the internet. I got my first computer when I was 10. And so, you know, at that age, being curious minded, and, you know, the information that was on the internet, you know, it was a lot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's a lot of distractions out there. There's a lot of
And then we're part of that generation,
Yeah.
and YouTube had more conspiracy things for you to get lost
right.
in.
That was fun too. A couple of years of just like,
I watched a ton
Yeah.
of 9/11 videos,
oh yeah,
bro,
for sure.
and it was like, what?
Yeah.
And so, how did you deal with your stress? Just video games, adult films, League of Legends,
Dota.
Dota.
Dota, yeah.
I'm the lead player.
Oh, okay.
Dota.
Dota.
Yeah, super toxic. Super toxic.
Super.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with your stress now, like, which you do have? How
Yeah.
do you process it and deal with it now?
Yeah, so I mean, definitely I don't play competitive video games
It's more
anymore
casual.
at all.
Yeah.
No competitive games. It's like the head-to-head, and you know, where you have a team and like everyone's blaming each other
It's-
and like
yeah.
getting mad at each other. Like fuck all of that. Like no more
Yes,
competitive
dude,
games.
I did that. I played Han,
Yeah.
which is the same thing. League of
Yeah.
Legends, it's all the same. Oh, God. I was
So-
very toxic, for sure.
Everybody's always.
So that's one thing I avoid now, and you know, I avoid all those things that I mentioned before. So the substances, anything external to me. I started to learn about mysticism and spirituality. You know, I've also hit some low points, and you know, conspiracies that started to. I felt so much fear, and just I didn't understand what is the world, what is this reality. I started really questioning reality, and the answer that I found was that there's the material world. I mean, even science says this, that there's all this matter that we can see, but that there's all this dark matter and dark energy that they can't see, but it accounts for 95% of the universe. So even science is coming to the conclusion of what spirituality and the mystics say, which is that what we can see, what we can feel, what we can touch, is barely 1% of the full reality.
Yeah.
And so once I started to learn about that, and
Like, we don't really know anything.
we don't know shit, but we can. That's what's crazy about our awareness and our consciousness. We can grow our consciousness. We can become more aware of that. It's a more subtle reality.
2%.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, even 2%. And the people who can tap into 2-3% of reality. These are the ones in our world that are, you know, very, very successful people.
Yeah.
So that's when you mention the why. Like, you have to have a why. Why should I meditate, or why should I try to be healthy, or why should I try to improve myself? And for me, it's because I want to know the real reality. I want to know what's hidden from me. Why? And so there's some work that you have to do, and I love the mystery. I love the miracle.
Yes, the journey.
You know, science, even the Big Bang is a miracle. That everything came from nothing. That everything is light. That atoms and molecules are just light that's moving, and like, you're not wearing a red shirt. This is not the color red. It's vibrating. It's sending light to my eyes, and my brain translates that into the color red.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what you're seeing. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I don't know. So there's just all this mystery and magic that's happening that we don't even pay attention to.
Yeah.
And once I started to think, wow, maybe there's something to these religions. Maybe there's something to all these mystics and spirituality. that really awakened this aliveness in me, and now I just want to know, and I want it. I want it for myself now.
And so, how do you? What is your way of grounding now compared to before, toxically responding or whatever? What is your?
Very similar to Sean, and exercise is absolutely crucial. So for me, that's three times a week of weights, strength training, and flexibility. I like to go for walks during lunchtime. So it's like walking meditation in the sun, in the heat, and so definitely being active in the body, it helps me so much with that. As far as my meditative practices, lately I do a lot of mirror meditation, where I look into a mirror, and I acknowledge that I'm more than just a body, that I'm more than a physical body, that I'm awareness. I have awareness. I'm a spirit almost, even. And I start to feel all these like tingles and sensations in my body. It's like it almost like me acknowledging that I'm more than my body. It almost makes me feel my body even more. So those are the two main practices now: is physical fitness and meditation.
Beautiful. I think I can relate to the way we have coped with our stress in the past with substance, which for me, I'm obsessed with going all the way. My character is, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go as far as I can with it. With racing, with substance, with plant teachers. And so you could say that I have an addictive personality, but I just need to go all the way because it's my nature. And I think that's what and I also don't know how to give up. So when something doesn't work, I'll try the different one. So imagine you had to try a bunch of things that don't work for an extent and realize it's all not working. And so yes, I went to the Roxy 4 times a week. I mean, who goes to the club that much? I did. Okay. I went to the karaoke bar 4 to 5 times a week, because why? I'm all in, right? And the substance is the near-death experience happened. Why? Because I'm going all the way. And for some reason, after going all the way with all these toxic things, being around people who steal, who lie, who cheat, who manipulate, I'm still alive, which makes me question, like, okay, I'm going all the way with the worst stuff and I'm still here. It led me to like asking, okay, why didn't I just like die? Why didn't I just disappear? Which led me down to the opposite path of, okay, there must be a purpose. And so me searching for a purpose gave me life. In the past, I didn't have a purpose, so I was chasing this thing, dopamine, right? You just want more of it. Addiction to Red Bull. I was drinking a lot of energy drinks. I was drinking coffees, playing games, adult films, talking to girls, trying to talk to multiple girls, successfully or not successfully. It didn't matter, because I was just obsessed with attention. And I think having the ADHD or ADD tendency, it made me not able to be still at all. And so when I was stressed, I was an angry person. Like when I played Heroes of New Earth or Dota or whatever, I was very, like, I didn't know how to deal with stress. So I would just like be angry under stress. And of course, deep inside, I just felt like a failure. But what led me to, of course, finding that purpose, it helped me to find spirituality. And so nowadays, the way I deal with stress is my life is a de-stressor. Like everything I do in my life, make sure I'm happy. Like I'm here because I'm with y'all, it's peaceful and happy. I do Amazon deliveries because it's a damn workout. When you're like running in and out, you're in the heat, it's uncomfortable, but it makes me happy that I'm not in front of a screen. But y'all can do it because that's your blessing. I just can do it if I'm engaged. it's hard to be engaged to boring stuff like numbers and statistics, but I can. It's just at the end of the day, it cost me disconnection for that's, it just didn't work for me because I need more creativity. And so nowadays I spend a lot of time thinking, how can we improve? So I'm obsessed with improving my happiness and other people's happiness. Obsessed. I say the word obsessed because I'm deeply committed to these happy things in my life. And it's like, if you're obsessed to happiness, it's a great thing because that means you're actually going to be happy. And when I'm not happy, I sit with it right away. Because why? My standard is happiness and up. And when my life isn't happy, I face it and I make myself face it right there and then. And if it doesn't come out, then I start to consult to my brothers and sisters, which is the group, right? We have Sangha where we can engage with. So having vulnerable friends is a huge, vulnerable friends who ain't gonna gossip about your thing, right? And having a close, small group where we can say anything is so powerful because it allows you to de-stress pretty instantly. Like if you got something and you can always tell each other. And some people don't have that. And of course, everything that I'm doing, I turn it into a meditation. The flute is meditation. Speaking on a microphone, sitting in meditation. Even when I'm on the phone, I'm making sure I have a posture when I'm watching my phone. If I'm in a weird posture, I would like find the right posture to like even scroll. And just paying attention to the sky, seeing the bird, hearing the cicada sing, and facing what I feel. Like if I'm stressed out because my money is low, I need to work more. Facing the truth helps me to be happy because I'm not running away from it. And so there's all these things that I'm actively doing, but it's as simple as just paying attention to life and giving a crap about it. Because you can pay attention and do nothing. Pay attention and improve. And that's what I learned from the master. I knew the paying attention part, but the improving part he's obsessed with. And so he taught me, be obsessed with improving. And that's why Brother Charles is here. That's why there's more instruments, because it's about improving. Let's go to our final words here. Brother Sean, final words to our brothers and sisters finding their way towards fulfillment.
Just never give up. Never stop searching until you do find that one thing, and then just continually try to improve it. Yeah, I think that is one of the things that really makes us all unique, is that we just don't give up.
Yeah.
It's easy to give up on meditation. Like a lot of people that I talk to, like, oh, it just doesn't work for me. That's what I hear so many people say. It's like, oh, I tried meditation, it just doesn't work for me. It literally works for everyone. It's just not easy. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of sacrifice, it takes finding how you need it or how it could work for you. But I truly believe it works for everyone, because it's literally just being in the moment. So just don't give up. Keep trying.
Queen Emily, final words towards fulfillment.
I just never stop searching. Sometimes we can be fearful about expressing ourselves in certain ways, or we could be fearful about getting out of our comfort zone, because we get so comfortable with doing things the same way and staying like in our safe space. But whenever we allow ourselves to just explore and keep searching and not giving up, we could find certain things that we didn't even know we would enjoy. We could
need
so desperately, because sometimes we think we're happy doing, kind of surface level things.
Mimosas.
We think we're happy going on vacation. We think we're happy escaping and using substances, because it can sometimes be kind of fun to...
Takes the edge off.
It takes the edge off and you relax. But whenever you find true fulfillment of just being in the moment and being sober and being happy with your life, nothing can replace that, because you don't need anything outside of yourself to feel that bliss and that happiness. So just not giving up is the main thing, and just stay committed to yourself. And if you try something and you find out it's not for you, then go on to the next thing and not give up.
Yeah. Never give up, love your damn self. How about Brother Charles? King Charles.
Just acknowledge that life is a total mystery and miracle. We're breathing this air, getting life, and breathing out. And then the plants, they breathe in our air, and everything is connected. We can dissect things. You could be a scientist and you can study your whole life. Or you could just tune in to your own body, to your own breath. You can experience this mystery, this beautiful miracle.
Just remembering that it's okay that you don't know, but just keep moving forward. Don't give up. You'll find your way if you just keep going. I'm aware that many people don't make it all the way because some people leave quickly. But if they just heard that if you never give up, you will find your way. Because I used to think, man, this life, there's no place for me in this human reality. But I just didn't know how to give up because the people around me didn't know how to give up. My mother is very toxic growing up, but she didn't give up. She's a fighter. So I come from a family of fighters, and I'm here to just tell you, keep believing. You will find your way for sure. And when you have, like, we're your friends now. We're here for each other, and we're not here for your money. We're here to just share with you knowledge. Like what our brothers and sisters are sharing with you today is like treasure. And it took a lot of near-death experiences to bring you this treasure. And so this is why it's so important. Like, it's, if you realize what we're sharing with you is golden, like, knowledge, you'll be okay. And that's why it's so crucial to me that you hear not just my perspective, but my brothers and sisters, because they have great teachings that come. We all come from different paths, but you see how similar it is. Like, I'm from Thailand, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not from here, but there's so much similarity because we're more alike than different. And that if we find a solution, that the solution can be more alike than different. Some people, you don't understand where I come from. You don't understand my mother. Bro, we actually do. But anyways, thank you for your time. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, all the blessings. And Brother Sean and Emily will be developing their TikToks so that I can guide you. Like, check them out. And if Charles has a TikTok, let me know. If not, it's all good. No. Or you can just be on Emily's TikTok. Anyways, thank you for you choosing to be here, and see you Sunday with everybody. The end.
Peace.
Thank you, everybody.
Namaste. Oh my goodness.
He knows it's done.
Tis time. You shall listen to me.